Fellow Nigerians, again we are mourning. Again, the ashes of Nigerians is everywhere. Again, the blood of our people have been shed. Our hearts are very heavy for our 30 Nigerian compatriots killed and burnt by Boko Haram terrorists right in front of a military barricade in the village of Auno in Borno State on Sunday, the 9th day of February 2020. Women and children were also kidnapped by the Boko Haram sect. Now, it is now a tradition in Nigeria under the leadership of retired Major General Muhammadu Buhari that terrorists kill our people on Sundays. We mourn on Mondays. Government spokespersons, they tweet and they tell us that government is in control. While President Muhammadu Buhari continues to remain silent. On Tuesday, terrorists strike again. We mourn again for those that are killed on Tuesdays, and we forget those that were killed on Sunday. Then one Lai Mohammed will just resurrect from his disgusting corner and tell Nigerians that he's standing by his words, that he's saying categorically that Boko Haram sect has been technically defeated. This nonsense must stop. This nonsense must stop. Any child can see that this Buhari has nothing to offer. Governance is not just about traveling all around, borrowing money to mortgage the future of our unborn generations. Some of the meetings Buhari has attended, ask him what was discussed in the meeting, apart from the letters that the papers that he read that were written for him. Ask him what was discussed in the meetings. Ask him. You arrest Boko Haram members, you reintegrate them into the society to kill our people, while our compatriots are in internally displaced camps, people that the same terrorists killed and razed their villages, that are people that are afraid to go back to their land because people have occupied their land, people that are occupying their lands that they don't even speak Hausa or Fulani, strangers, widows are crying for their husbands that were killed. Children have become orphans. Our soldiers are being killed. The same people that killed our soldiers, you reintegrate them back to the society. While families are mourning and some are still in the camp for internally displaced persons, only a terrorist government will do that. APC of Nigeria is a terrorist organization. Those of you that are members of APC, you are just members playing games from at the bottom. At the top, echelon of the party, APC is a terrorist organization. Terrorist friendly, terrorist attached. The other name for APC is terrorism. And the time has come for Nigerians to impeach Muhammadu Buhari. He's a public servant, not a public master. He was just hungry for power. This is somebody who desperately overthrew a democratically elected government in 1983. For 12 years, he struggled to become president. We thought that he had something to offer. We thought that he had something to offer. We didn't know that he was just desperate for power. This is where we are. Then he employed his loyal security chiefs not to protect Nigerians, but to prevent another coup That the type of coup that overthrew him in 1984. That is why he has loyal security chiefs around him, not to protect us. That is why he has alone over 200 security agents. One person, while the rest of us are exposed to shooting and slaughtering by Boko Haram, by murderous headsmen, by bandits, and whatever. The overthrow of Muhammadu Buhari in 1984 is still very fresh in his memory. And that is why his security chiefs are there to prevent another coup. Not to protect you, not to protect me, to protect himself and his family. Now, the northern leaders, I salute you. They have courageously passed a vote of no confidence on Muhammadu Buhari. Therefore, elders and political stakeholders in all other regions must equally call for press conferences and declare a vote of no confidence on Muhammadu Buhari. He has nothing to offer. After the declaration of no confidence, thereafter, call your respective legislators to impeach Muhammadu Buhari, President of Nigeria. Quickly. Tomorrow may be too late. This is not about region, about religion or political party. It is about the soul of our country. Buhari and his cabals are not bigger than Nigeria. His wife, Aisha Buhari, she warned us that her husband is not in control of the government. She warned us that her husband is just in office but not in power. But we did not act as a people. She said that our government is being run by just two men with evil agendas. Which country in the world, with the United States, with the UK, or any other country, with normal presidents, arrest terrorists and reintegrate them into the society to begin to kill their people? Where is Kabiru Sokoto, the terrorist that was arrested and given life imprisonment? The one that bombed the Catholic Church in Mandala, the outskirts of Abuja. He was given life sentence. I challenge Nigerian media, go to the prison and check if Sokoto is still there. I'm not making any insinuation. Go to the prison and check if terrorist Kabiru Sokoto that killed over 40 people when he bombed the Catholic Church, that was sentenced to life imprisonment, go and check the prison whether it's still there. This government is running on an evil agenda. Buhari has to be impeached now. And when they are going to do the voting to impeach him, it has to be a closed voting so that people can express themselves. Legislators can vote without fear or so-called loyalty to party. Because legislators, if you don't vote now, this death that is traveling around, hovering around, it will come to you, it may come to your family, it may come to anybody close to you. You might just be the next victim if you refuse to act now. This is not the time to be interested in your pocket. This is the time for you to stand up for country. Impeach Muhammadu Buhari now or never. You have to impeach him now. Tomorrow may be too late. Is this a Nigeria of your dream? Is this a Nigeria? Somebody swore an oath to protect and preserve our constitution, to secure lives and property, and he has failed. Since he has failed, what do? You kick him out. This is a terrorist-friendly government. Where is the money? They budgeted for security. What are governors doing with their security votes? A governor, former governor, Theodore Oji, now a senator, making laws for me and for you, stole 500 million naira monthly security votes belonging to the good people of Abia State. Saved it privately, amounted to 48 billion. Secured himself and his family, while Abians are being killed. That is why when we are talking about breaking Nigeria, are you asking yourselves, what are you holding your governors accountable? Are you holding your legislators and your local government chairmen accountable? Our silence and disunity brought us this low. And we call these ones excellencies and honorables. Which country will accept what we have endured in Nigeria? And people are glued to their to CNN, watching the impeachment debate against Donald Trump. What is happening in Nigeria, 1/10 of it is not happening in the US. Which country will accommodate this type of president? Which country? Where is our security votes? Why is DSS or SSS not gathering intelligence report to prevent all of these attacks? Why? Why? The time has come to say no. The time has come for us to say no. No, we have to say no. The time has come to say no as a people. Not to divide ourselves by tribe, by religion, or whatever. Because we may all be victims. Many of us will live abroad. We enjoy the peace and the security here, but our hearts are heavy for our friends and our families at home. It's our home. Kill one Nigerian, one person here on the street, you see what will happen. But in Nigeria, they kill 20, 40, 50 like nothing, and we're all silent like nothing is happening. It's our tradition. Is mourning now our tradition? No, it's not our portion. DSS should be gathering more intelligence reports. Is their duty just to arrest pro-democracy activists or to invade court premises? A government that cannot provide security and welfare in line with the Nigerian constitution does not deserve to be in office for one more day. Not one day more. APC is a terrorist organization. All the lies that the next presidential candidate of the APC will tell us during their 2023 campaign, all the lies, Buhari, Lai Mohammed, they have told us, all of them. There's nothing new that they will tell us. They want to promise us security. They want to promise us roads or what they want to say. APC came with Buhari. APC must go with Buhari. We're not speaking for any political party here. We're talking about our country. Now, all political parties outside APC must come together now to brainstorm on how to seriously tackle insecurity in Nigeria, even if it means begging developed countries to come and help us. Our people are dying. People are dying. We cannot continue like that. We have to do this as a matter of urgency, as a coalition, global coalition for security and democracy in Nigeria. We have our plans. We know what to do also. We know what to do. The time has come to impeach Muhammadu Buhari. 5 years, almost 5 years is enough to know if somebody has a plan. He has no plan, no goal, no direction, no path. No, he's a retired army general, but we don't see the security acumen here. We don't see the managerial acumen here. No strategy for peace and stability. So what is it doing? He lied to us that he was coming to destroy Boko Haram and to restore our country back to its place, to its pride of place. Look at where we are. He lied. He lied. Your manifesto is a social contract. And this government is built on lies. Lies. We'll give you electricity within one year. We'll do this for you. We'll do that. All lies. Enough. Which country will enjoy this? Impeach Buhari now. Tomorrow may be too late. Enough of this morning. Enough of burning Nigerians to ashes. Enough of killing people in their sleep. Enough of cutting people by the neck. Enough of stoning people in the pit. Enough of burning people alive. Enough of giving guns to children and using them to kill elders. Enough of killing Christians and Muslims. Enough.